So it's the night before before I have to leave to go to the competition, and Grande is almost done. He's pretty much done. Okay, so all I have left to do now is wait for everything to dry, and I still have to make the wheel guards. But I don't have 1/8" UHMW, so I have to stop by the plastic store tomorrow morning before I leave. Good thing they open early. Anyways, so I ran into a couple of interesting problems that people who use 1000 RPM motors might want to know about. I was test driving it, and all of a sudden one of the sides went out on my robot, one of the wheels or drive motors. So at first I thought it was the motor that messed up, and it kind of was, but because I had another motor in the past that just completely burned up, and it and there was nothing I could do about it. So I checked the speed controllers, and I checked the speed controllers were getting power and signal, and I started wiggling around some wires and found that there was some intermittent signal between the motor and the speed controller. And what it actually turned out being was the brushes, the connection on the ends of where the motors, or where the wires connect to the brushes here, on the inside of they're actually press fit onto another piece, or the actual brushes. So the tab is press fit onto the brushes, and that press fit is actually not very good. And so what I did is I went in and I soldered the tab and the bushing, or not bushing, the brush together, and I haven't had any problems since then. Hopefully that fixes it. So I did it to both of them. That would have been a bad thing to happen in the arena for my first match. So good thing that's +1 for always testing your robot before the competition. Yes. Let's see. So besides that, everything is looking good to go, and I should be I'll be leaving tomorrow. I gotta get up at 6:30 tomorrow to be able to start heading up there. So time to go to bed. Good night. Oh, and one other thing that somebody had asked me about was what particular fasteners, what I was talking about the fasteners for my weapon. So pretty much it's just these cotter pins that go straight through the shaft of the weapon shaft, and this one screw here connects into the side of the robot. So this screw stops it from rotating like this, and these screws stop the shaft from going in and out like this. And there's just a cotter pin on this side. So that's what I was talking about for the fasteners. Also, instead of goop gluing in my motors, I decided from that person's comment that I should instead use these 1000 RPM motor brackets that are made for the 1000 RPM motors. So they're pretty nice. They make it so that I know exactly how far in the motors go, and I don't push them in too far and they just smash each other, smash all these wires in between. And I know that they're mounted very securely now, actually, so hopefully that will mean that I have no problems with that. So yeah, now time for bed, really.